Good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cal and Joe Blue, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you wonderful ladies, this literally does not work. So let's get open to business and let's wake up those football guys here on this Tuesday. Right now, it is basically the quiet before the storm. Tomorrow night, the NFL, of course, is going to have their release show, full schedule. And it's amazing how the NFL, they have us hooked like we're literally crackheads. Because no matter what the NFL does, we'll watch it. I mean, think about it. We have football players out in shorts doing drills that they'll never do on the football field as a workout, and we are mesmerized for days. The fact that we did not have combine this year, it was like something was missing. And they have literally taken the schedule and they have broken it down to first you know what the opponents are, then you know the home and away, and now you have the full release on it. I mean, talking about trying to get double dipping and triple dipping, that's what they're doing. So what we know, of course, from past releases, that our home schedule, we have the New York Stinking Giants, the Eagles, Washington, like we always do. We also be playing the Atlanta Falcons in Dallas. So, brethren, we'll be in Dallas. We play the Carolina Panthers at home, Denver at home, the Raiders at home. You'd actually like to play in the Raiders. You see that they actually have a nightclub in the end zone. So much for the black hole, okay? This is going to be a totally different crowd in Las Vegas versus in Oakland. We're also playing the Cardinals at home and, of course, the Washington football team. We know we're playing on the road, Kansas City. And if that's late in the season, you know it's going to be cold too, which does not bode well for the Cowboys. You have the Chargers on the road, L.A., not a bad place to be. Minnesota, of course, it can be cold, but not inside. New Orleans, always a tough place to play, but at least they don't have Drew Brees. You got the New York Stinking Giants, the Eagles, Washington. We play Tampa Bay on the road, and, of course, we play in New England, which is the 17th game that's added. You know, the thing that's funny is we already know the 2022 teams that we're going to face, with the exception of if we're a division winner, second place, third place, and all that. So, it's not really a secret. I mean, we know we're going to be playing the Packers. We're going to be playing the Jaguars, Minnesota, Tennessee. We'll be playing the Colts, the Texans. Yeah, hopefully the Texans are still in bad shape. The Lions, the Bears, and, of course, the usual suspects. But the speculation is going to be is, how does all this fit in? Who will we be playing on Thanksgiving? Who do we start the season with? Do we have 3 games in a row at home, 3 games on the road? Do we have, a bye week, coming, all of this stuff will be determined, of course, tomorrow, or will be leaked out during the day tomorrow, and we'll finally know by tomorrow night. The game that seems to be intriguing, because even Rich Eisen was talking about this, and Peter King, is we know that Tampa Bay will open the season on Thursday night. Speculation is, who will that opponent be? Some people think it'll be the Buffalo Bills. Some people think it could be the Dallas Cowboys. If you're talking about intrigue, that would be the one. That would be Dak Prescott, first game back after catastrophic leg injury. To me, that would be the biggest draw, other than New England playing there. But I'm not sure. I don't think New England is on their schedule. But if you were to have New England versus Tampa Bay, that would be interesting. So with that being said, this week is also big because the players will start getting on the field. Come the 14th, a few days from now, the rookies have the rookie minicamp, followed by phase 2 of OTAs. And this is going to be interesting because we have so many young guys that are now integral parts of the Dallas Cowboys. And make no mistake about it, the Cowboys are going through a youth movement. We have now let go a lot of aging players and are replacing them with younger ones. When you think back to our starting lineup last year, when you think of our defensive line with Emerson Griffin, with Tyrone Crawford, with Dontari Poe, all those guys are gone. D-Law pretty much is the original starter from out there that's left. So you have Tyrone Crawford, who is replaced by Chauncey Golston. Golston, in actual, has a lot of parallels with Tyrone Crawford. Both were big leaders on the team. Both were guys that about the same size and, touted about the same. And the thing that will be missing with the Tyrone Crawford is leadership. But make no mistake about it, the last 2 years of Tyrone Crawford's career, he was not the Tyrone Crawford of 3 or 4 years ago. And it hurt the defense. There were so many times that I'm just watching, when you play football, I played nose guard, okay? I watch the line play more than anything else. The average fan, they're watching the quarterback get the ball and hand off to the running back, and they're just watching the running back. Or, you're watching the pass go to the wide receiver. I'm watching what's going on in the line. And a lot of times we look at a quarterback and we say, oh, my God, what an incredible play. Well, in order for him to have that incredible play, he's got to be able to see what he's doing. He's got to be comfortable enough that he can make that pass. And that in lies the problem why so many teams did so well with us, against us, is the quarterbacks weren't molested. The quarterbacks could get comfortable. And more than anything else, we were so soft up the middle. Or we didn't keep our rush assignments. That was the number one problem with the Dallas Cowboys defense. And the Cowboys have decided we're going young. Gerald McCoy still could play. Thanks, but no thanks. We want young guys that are impressionable, that will do what we want them to do. We're going to train them exactly how we want. We want them to be young and raw. So as we sit here and think about the starting defensive lineup, it's going to be totally different. Totally different. You insert Randy Gregory, who's still relatively young as far as in football actual use on the field. D-Law. You're probably going to have Tristan Hill out there. You're going to have Gallimore, and then you're going to have the Bohemian Beast in the middle. Your whole front seven may be totally different. Sean Lee, another guy who leadership-wise was always there, body wasn't. Now you got a Micah Parsons to replace him. You got a Jarrell Cox. It's conceivable that you have maybe only 2 starters from your front seven. And that everybody you've replaced them with are 4, 5, 6, 8 years younger than the guys they replaced. That means there's going to be a learning curve with these guys. That means that they're going to be able to do more physically because their bodies are not like Tyrone Crawford's was. But mentally, they may not be there. So they're going to make mistakes. But I will take youth. I will take that youth and guys that are wide open, ready to learn over just straight experience and physically unable to be there. It's going to get interesting, and I really look forward to Friday when we start seeing these guys hopefully on the field. That we'll get a little taste here and there from practice as we start building towards the NFL season. I know we're kind of short this morning, but I've actually got to hit the road. I'm actually going to go see my mother-in-law. She's getting out of the hospital as we speak, and I have not seen my wife in a week. So it will be good to see my baby, and I'll be back this evening. As always, friends, you know the deal.
Our coach here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching. commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report.
You did one hell of a job, and all the thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys? Yeah!